Hey, YouTube. I'm going to tell y'all a little story. This is a true story, right? I'm going to use it as, let me just tell you this little story. Okay, I used to go to jail a lot, right? And this is when I was back in my dope days. I was in Los Angeles County Jail. And the way we passed a lot of the time was playing spades. That was the thing. And not much else to do there. At any rate, gay people, all kind of gay people, LGBT and T, were all housed in this separate jail. Play cards there. So there was two people. One was a transgender. She hadn't transitioned. If she had a pussy, she'd be somewhere else. But she was a person who lived her life as a woman, right? Transgender, and this gay boy. Playing spades, they got into it. People, got into this disagreement, turned into a kind of a battle. Anyway, so it kept escalating. Them arguing back and forth whenever we were locked down, hollering through the bars and all this kind of stuff. This culminated in this fight. They got into a big fight, right? And the transgender person whooped the gay person, right? It was a clear victory for her. This person was a lot or streetwise, a harder person than this gay boy who had got involved in drugs and ended up in jail. Anyway, after the girl had beat the boy up, she kept picking on him, right? She'd already won the fight. Everyone called it a victory. The boy was humiliating, all this kind of stuff. But this girl kept picking on this guy. One day, we were in a child line. And that girl got up behind that boy and told him, every time I see you, I'm going to kick your ass. Let me tell you this. Truly, I remember one of the names. One of the names was Straight Shooter. So I don't know what happened to your life 30 years ago. But if you see this, you know it happened just like I'm saying it happened. That little suburban gay boy turned around and mopped that whole damn place with that girl. She had pushed and even beat him up and pushed until one day, wrong place, wrong time, and the wrong thing to say. Every time I see you, I'm going to kick your ass. She said that, and I'm sure he didn't even know he had it in her. Tore that ass up. That brings me to my today's commentary. This will be a short commentary because I'm going somewhere. Last night, Michelle, the Alien Brown. Michelle, the Alien Brown, I stopped talking about her a long time ago. But she has now, I guess she's trying to find topics every day. And so she sees this opportunity to talk about Funky Dineva, since Funky Dineva was accused of saying, which wasn't accused, it was the truth. I think half drunk, said something about Blue Ivy, Beyonce's child, said the child was ugly, whatever. And people talk fast, they say stupid stuff. I'm not all that amazed by that. Of course, it's wrong. You should never speak about people's children, period. But it happens. Funky Dineva came and gave the apology. And then she sees this opportunity. So what is Funky Dineva saying that this child was ugly or unattractive got to do with digging into this person's life? See, Michelle didn't really have a strong opinion about the situation with the comment that Funky Dineva had. That wasn't it. It was an opportunity to throw some more fire onto this smoldering flame of their past relationship, right? She gets on there last night and she's calling this man, instead of Funky Dineva, he becomes Junkie Dineva. She referred to him that over and over and over again, which gives me the impression that she had been holding that inside and she was waiting for her opportunity to use Junkie Dineva. And she wanted to use, instead of the Queen Supreme Court, it is the Drag Queen Supreme Court. Now we know all of the controversy we had about this misgendering and the things that she had going with Queen's Court, T.S. Madison, and all that. But we know that beefs sell tickets, right? Beef sells tickets. As soon as I say this, people are going to go over to her site and see what she said. That's the way it works. I heard somebody say something about it last night. I couldn't help it. I had to go and see what she was talking about. That was one more click for her. That's how it works. Beef sell, right? Anyway. But she's going on, talking all about this boy's drug habit, how she's an eyewitness, she saw it all, and all this kind of stuff. And people have always kind of gossiped about that. Funky Dineva has not had any strong denial about it. He does drugs. He ain't the only one. A lot of people do drugs. But she goes and brings up this lawsuit again, and she just goes all in. Then she accusing, because Justin Jay made his announcement, he said, "Oh, you were with Funky Dineva. That means Funky Dineva must have it too." Totally irresponsible. You can have sex with people without passing HIV, as long as the thing doesn't go in the other thing like that and squirt in there. Good chance you won't pass that. So she just do that in there out of nowhere. My point is, you woman, Michelle Brown, had won your lawsuit. Bitched about it, bitched about it, bitched about it. You got the whole world on your side. She should get her money. You got it. Paid in full. How many people get to get their lawsuits paid in full? You got what you're supposed to get from that girl, right? But you're just like that child in the jail. You keep going back, teasing, picking, prodding. At some point, somebody's going to spin around Miss Michelle Brown and knock your ass into a new dimension. Then you really will be the Etalin. I'm not encouraging people to do violence to people, but there are ways to get people just with this online shit. Leave that man alone. You got your money. You got over $7,000. You need to be sit down and shut up on the issue or the subject of Funky Dineva. You need to let that go. You're lucky that, and then why are you attacking T.S. Madison's thing? Talking about this failing. How the hell is it failing? Your compadre Kaya is the one that disappeared. T.S. Madison traveling the whole United States with her show, no matter what you think about it. But you're going to dig that up, see? Because beefs sell. All it is clicks and subs. You talking about this child and all her drug problems and drinking problems. At the same time, what I see is you mixing wine with clear liquor. You mixing vodka in your wine. What the hell was that? You were drunk. You were drunk, but not so drunk that you didn't know you could stir this shit back up again and get yourself another beef going. Remember that story I told you, Michelle Brown? Pick, explosion. All right? I'm telling you, leave that girl alone. You ain't got no business be coming at that child the way you came in there last night. Funky Dineva. No excuse for it. Pick. At some point, she's going to turn around. I don't think you're going to like it, honey. Good advice from my mouth to your heart.